things that we can do.
We're gonna start with a couple of things here that are very different than the traditional Thanksgiving dinner, but still use up some of those wonderful ingredients that we have so much of. I'm gonna start out with a turkey and Gruyere quiche. Okay, so an egg and cheese-based dish with a crust, very different than typical Thanksgiving, and just delicious and so easy to make too.
Okay.
We're gonna whip it up here together. I'm starting with 2 eggs. Okay, and then we've got a half a cup of mayonnaise right in there. A half a cup if you can use milk or half and half.
Okay.
I went for the half and half. Not watching the weight over the holidays. Okay.
All the fat, all the butter.
Might as well. It's not going to hurt us really. 1 tablespoon of cornstarch.
Oh, okay. That's a nice thickener then.
And yes, it kind of helps everything bind up. And I'm adding 2 teaspoons of salt. A lot of times you don't add salt with quiche recipes because oftentimes they're made with bacon or ham that already has a good bit of salt in it. But turkey doesn't have a whole lot of salt in it, so you don't want the dish to seem bland. You want to make sure that you have enough salt in there to kind of bring out the flavor of the turkey and bring out the flavor of the other ingredients. Okay. So we're just going to kind of whisk this up here thoroughly.
I love this big bowl.
Isn't it? You know, I think I do this almost every time I come.
You just use it for everything.
I know, it's just kind of so old-fashioned. It just makes me feel so homey when I like a prairie mom hanging out on. So anyway, yes, and so we've got our sort of mayonnaise and cream here combined. Now we're going to add our 1.5 cups of cubed leftover roasted turkey. Okay. Now what you probably want to do with your leftovers, and you're going to have a lot of it after Thanksgiving, is take it off the bone, okay, and then maybe store it in as big a pieces as you can. You don't need to be chopping and cutting up your turkey into little pieces too soon. It will start to dry out.
Oh, okay.
So say you have a half of a breast left. Just save that, wrap it up, keep it whole, chop it up right before you're going to use it.
Oh, and keep it fresher.
Keeps it nice and fresh and moist, right? 1 cup of cheddar cheese. It's going to go right in there.
Love the cheese.
Oh, this is so good. This is a little drier and a stronger flavor. This is the Gruyere.
Oh, I love that.
And I'm telling you, I nibble on this when I'm cooking because it's just so wonderful.
Oh, that's good.
Isn't that yummy? And a third of a cup of chopped green onions. A little different, right? And it helps because, like I said, turkey is not the strongest of flavors. So to have a couple of other ingredients that have a bit of a kick and, you know, stronger flavor, we're just going to kind of stir this around, get it fully incorporated. Okay. We're good here.
That looks yummy.
Now, we have a prepared pie crust right here.
Okay.
Once again, I did not make it from scratch.
Hallelujah.
Some things I do, and some things I don't. No one in my house has ever complained about these delicious ready-made pie crusts, so until someone does, I'm going to keep using them.
They come out so well, and they cook up nicely, and it's such a time saver.
They absolutely do, yeah. And you know, quite frankly, after Thanksgiving, you've spent so much time in the kitchen as it is. You don't need to be making a homemade crust unless you really, feel strongly about it. Otherwise, I would not hesitate to use this. Just gotta kind of push that around, okay, like that. All right. Now that is gonna go into the oven at 350 degrees for 45 minutes to an hour. Okay. You wanna make sure that it's set.
And you haven't pre-baked this crust at all?
You do not need to pre-bake it.
Okay.
No, 45 minutes to an hour will give you plenty of time. It's gonna go in, okay. Get this here. And out it comes, nice and warm and cheesy and delicious. Thank you.
Oh, that looks great.
You know, this is one of my children's favorite recipes, and I have used the same quiche recipe a number of different times, not just with turkey. I've done a quiche Lorraine.
And sort of changed up the ingredients, but used the basics?
The only thing I would do is if you're not using a pork product that has a lot of salt in it, go ahead and add a little salt to it. Like if you're just doing a broccoli quiche or a spinach, you probably want to bring out a little bit more of the flavor, and you're going to want to add a little salt here. We'll put that over there.
Oh, that looks good.
I will tell you, I serve, believe it or not, I serve cranberry sauce with quiche almost every time I make it. Something about the combination of the savory and the sweet.
Okay.
You know, so I always typically put a little dollop of cranberry on the side. You could also do scalloped apples, something like that.
Oh, that's a nice idea.
And the nice thing you can do with this cranberry sauce, which you're going to have a lot left over, you could add some chopped pecans. I've got a little grated orange peel here.
Oh, some orange zest.
Sure. And you know, they charge you quite a bit for the ones that are already combined, the orange cranberry. You can just kind of do your own by grating a little orange peel in there.
Oh, and that smells wonderful.
Smells great, tastes wonderful.
And just again, a little sweet with the savory.
A little sweet with the savory just gives you a nice combination there.
Oh, and I have to try that for sure. I mean, when Jenny comes, I'm trying it all.
It's simple. I'll eat this for breakfast sometimes, you know, or just warm it up. I have to tell you, I was leaving the house today with that quiche. It had just come out of the oven, and my daughter yelled down, "Can I have the quiche?" I said, "No, I made some peanut butter jelly sandwiches on the counter." They love it.
flavor, great texture.
It's
This
super
is
yummy.
wonderful.
So that's a nice, warm, savory dish you can have.
Could be breakfast, lunch.
It could be anything, honestly. Any time of day.
that's good.
We usually go through almost 2 of these at a time. 'Cause my
Okay, you know when
family's
I
big.
take 2 bites.
Okay, so
Back for 2.
it's got to be yummy.
Okay.